Give me.
Almost made you love me, almost made you cry, almost made you happy, babe. Didn't I? You almost had me thinking you were turned around.
Okay, you guys, so I'm about to do my makeup. All the girls are here. We're getting ready to go to this day party, and I'm about to do my makeup. I just did a lip scrub with this Eco Lips Vanilla Bean lip scrub. I used some of Taylor's Laneige Lip Glowy Balm Pear. I forgot I had these.
Those are cute.
Ooh. Is that cute?
Are those for your ears?
Yeah.
Okay. Mine, I thought it was like jewelry or something for your like.
Is this too much for tonight?
No.
Is this too much for this?
It's the time to be too much.
It's the time to be too much.
That is true. What are you looking forward to in this new year?
I'm looking forward to like loving myself more fully and wholeheartedly, because I feel like last year I kind of slipped in my self-love and like wanting love from others, and forgetting that I can give that love to myself, and I have to give it to myself before I can let or expect anyone else to really give it to me, you know? I'm looking forward to traveling.
You're doing that now.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know, this is so minor, but like sitting in that first class seat on the way here, I never flown in first class before, and it was something so liberating about like doing it for myself.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did this for myself. Like, I don't have no man that's doing this, that's put me in this first class seat. I don't have, you know, I'm not
enjoy the purchase.
Yeah, like I'm not tricking to do this. I'm not like scamming or nothing. Like, and there's nothing wrong with people with doing that, but it was just a good feeling for me, and I want that to like carry out through this year. Like, I want to keep doing stuff for myself. I don't want to wait for someone else to do it for me. Like, I want to make it happen for myself. What are you guys looking forward to this year?
I would say I'm looking forward to setting higher standards for myself. I think sometimes I struggle with valuing myself and valuing the things that I aspire to achieve and like my goals. Like, I feel like I don't value it enough, so it creates a sense of laziness. So I just want to like set myself up to gain my highest potential. Yeah.
Miss T.
I think for me, thinking highly of myself more frequently and often. I sabotage myself in certain spaces. So getting out of that mindset that I cannot be successful, or I cannot be healthy, or I cannot be these certain things because I put myself in this predicament, and living life to the fullest, and not looking in the past or trying to look into the future and looking in where I'm at right now. So I'm like definitely in that space of like, just live right now.
Absolutely.
Don't, there's things that you can control and there's things that you cannot.
Right.
And the things that you can control, take those things under your wings and modify and adjust. But if there's things that you cannot control, let it be what it is.
Right.
And that's it. That's something I'm trying to be more confident in and be more comfortable in. And it's something that's like, of course, a journey. It won't happen overnight, but something I'm always like trying to teach myself and be like, girl, let it happen. You did this.
Try not to be like controlling.
Yeah, I try to control every little thing, and that's draining.
It is. Oh my gosh, it's so draining.
It's so draining to think you can try to have a hand
in everything.
In everything that's, girl, like, God is supposed to be doing that work, not you.
Right.
Not you thinking you can do it.
That's
God
true.
So.
That is true.
Yeah, but I'm definitely, I think I'm proud of the interaction that I'm having with people right now, especially in these like moments that I'm in. But yeah, what are your like feelings like when you are like in these spaces or in ruts, right? How do you all get yourself out of that, or what is something that you realize is like the most helpful for you when you feel like you're down and on your luck?
Community.
Yes.
Honestly, like you guys, talking to you guys, like coming out here. I won't say that I was in a rut back home. I think I was like coming out of one more so. But like this was like such an amazing trip and so necessary for me. But community, whether it's like my mom, whether it's you all, I think community is so powerful, and just having like good people around, because I mean, y'all know as well as I do, we all actually live by ourselves.
Yep.
And like honestly, being by yourself too much can swallow you whole.
Yeah.
It's important to know how to be by yourself, but community is important. And I feel like when it comes to like being in a rut, time and time again, community has served its purpose in helping pull me out of that. Especially like my mom recently, like she's really been so supportive and helpful with making sure I don't stay in these spaces. And you know, I think we also do that for each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, even Debbie, like, I try and call just to make sure I'm checking in, like, hey, girl, you know, what's tea, what's your mental today, how you feeling today, like, you know, what you have to eat today, like, what's your vibe, you know what I'm saying? You call me, we talk, like, literally every morning before we start work.
Yes.
So, that's what it is for me, community, definitely. What about y'all?
Community, definitely for me, and, yeah, it's definitely, like, the falling back on my resources that I have. Definitely that, and also, like, believing in myself, right? Believing in the circumstance that I feel like I'm in right now. Do you think you'll be like this in 6 months? Do you think it's something that you will be in for the rest of your life? And understanding that this is a hurdle that you have to, of course, get over. But it's definitely what you said, community, and also like my self-determination that has been definitely getting stronger and much better.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'll watch funny stuff. Like,
Yes.
I'll put
That
on
does
the
help.
movie and just start laughing, like, or just stuff that I know that'll make me laugh, or talk to people that I know that'll make me laugh.
Yeah.
Because if I just call somebody and talk about why I'm down on my problems, and then they start adding their problems,
That just makes it worse.
that just like,
They're not intentionally listening.
exactly, they're not intentionally listening, and it's not getting me out of my space. I didn't call to, of course I want to hear you and be there for you, but I didn't call you for lack of encouragement or just, you know, like, if I'm down like that, I know who to call. And I think that's really important, because sometimes people can sit here and call somebody, and next thing you know, they like, yeah, I ain't paid my bill.
Girl, listen, it makes you feel worse.
It makes you feel worse. Makes you feel like now you gotta pay, give them some money.
That is so
Like your
true.
energy.
You're saying your not hate, but like you're saying your problems and making me feel like mine are insufficient or just less because you have.
Or it's not that serious.
It's not that serious, right?
Yeah.
Or the people that their problems are nowhere near like close to mine. They be like, girl, I can't even find an outfit for tomorrow. I'm struggling with mental illness.
Exactly.
You can't find an outfit.
Like my
Yeah, my mental health.
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
thing.
And also just like knowing your hierarchy of friends and knowing what friend is for what.
Do you believe,
Yes.
do you believe that people need to be in certain?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah. I've had people say no, and yes. I've had
Really?
people- I believe that I have people.
I feel like some people don't have the capacity to.
And that is perfectly fine.
Yeah. Period. Like, I just feel like there's some people that just do not have the capacity to be well-rounded in that sense to where.
If you're my turn-on friend, we're gonna keep it there.
Yeah.
If you are my friend,
There are some people that do. You know, you can go turn up with me, you can cry with me, you can laugh with me, we can fight, we can cuss, we can go to church together the next day. There's those type of girls. Those are those type of people.
That's true.
But then there's people that, okay, if I want to go shopping, and that's it.
Yeah, that's.
I know that's what I'm gonna call.
That's what I'm gonna call.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the capacity either emotionally or mentally to really listen, to really give guidance, to really, you know what I mean? Like, I won't even go there. I'm not even gonna try to make somebody be like that.
I've had somebody actually like question that. It was like, why don't you connect with me on a more deeper level, or a level that is compared to your other friends?
Because you're not.
And I've explained that, like, the energy you give me is what I give you. And that's not disrespectful in my opinion. And if it is, I apologize if that comes off disrespectful but the energy I match yours. And then also, like, the complexity of our friendship has not been to that level of vulnerability yet. So I keep it at a very minimal space of that.
Right.
And that was kind of confusing for them because they wanted to be on the level of others. And I was like, well, we're not at that space right now.
Yeah.
You know, further down the line, we can do that work. But right now, I'm not in that space we are not in that space where we can be each other's emotional aid because we have not done that previously.
Right.
And I'm not about to put my feelings out there yet for this experiment. So
Absolutely not. You gotta look at if someone came to me with that, I would ask them, you gotta look at the expectation you created. Like, have we ever had that type of, you know what I'm saying?
have we ever had that situation?
Yeah, like have you seen that video of that girl? It's like a girl in middle school, and this boy is like trying to hug her, and she's like, whoa. And he's like,
We ain't never done that
yes,
before.
whoa. I don't know why you thought today was the day to do that.
But today you got to tell me who's walking the phone.
Whoa, the hell is you doing?
Oh my god.
We ain't never did that before. Why you thought today was the day to do that shit? Fist bump. Ooh.
Alright, alright.
Hey, man.
Exactly.
It's the same thing with
It's
people
the
like,
same.
don't come at me expecting this stuff and asking all these questions. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Have we ever had that type of thing? Did you set it up like that? Do you do that kind of stuff for me? Okay. If not, then
and we can get to that point.
Sure.
Somewhere down the line, but if I am not ready for that right now with you,
Right.
you have to be okay with that, or you can walk away.
How do you guys feel about looking around and like, I feel like every 5 minutes we're seeing people that we grew up with and that we know, and they're having kids and getting married. How does that make you guys feel?
It's so cool to me to see like these life goals, like human life goals happening so like close to our generation now, because I keep forgetting that we are getting older and we're getting wiser and we're getting more mature, so these things are bound to happen. You know, like I still think of us as kids when we were in high school, still naive, still like didn't know how to navigate spaces, but now that is not the case for everybody.
Right.
And that's not even the case for us because we are clearly out on our own, not in Ohio. But it's so interesting how everybody's different life goals are like. When I see people that are getting pregnant and having kids or married, I'm just like, girl, congratulations to you.
I a little bit, just a little.
Oh my God.
But okay, there's no but. I kind of get disgusted.
Oh.
But
That's fair. I mean, if that's
But I'm not into. Don't get me wrong. Childbirth, childbearing, all of that, very beautiful. You know, it's a blessing.
Yeah.
However, I don't think it's for me, child. But
Oh wow. Yeah.
it is crazy though to see that like my dad like had a baby like before at my age, like before my age now. So it's just weird because it's like we look at each other like, dang, like we're kids or something, or like we're still young. But it's like when we look at the older generations, they were doing the same
What were our parents doing at our age?
Right.
Their time.
My mom had 2 kids by now.
My mom was married. My mom and dad were married with 2 kids. Whoa.
My mom's 9 years older than my dad.
That's girl. I love that. How did they meet?
On the
But that's too
highway.
much information. It's like she has to stop for gas, like what you see on TV.
They were just like on the highway, and he was like, pull over to the exit, to the next exit, and she did.
Girl,
Oh my
let's
gosh,
do it.
I love
I'm gonna
that.
ask-
That never happened. Whenever I'm on the highway, men are always just like, move.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I was saying like, but not the faggot part.
I'll bleep it
What
out.
do you mean?
So it's so hard in our community. We come off very confident and courageous, and we had to build this skin first of all.
We had to be able to do
It's not that simple for us. Just like when we watched that show yesterday, and like the complexities of like interacting with people, where you sometimes feel like you can't be your authentic self. Like we navigate that space 25/8. Like we don't know who we are, who is when somebody's looking at us, they're looking at us in admiration or disgust. I think
Literally.
immediately we go for disgust or like confusion. We don't go for like somebody like if you looking at me and then you come to me and speak to me, I'm over here like, girl, you really trying to talk to me in broad daylight?
Same.
Like, not in my DMs.
Like me? Like you want to talk to
Right.
me?
So I think it's interesting, like those type of like commercial or very like generated forms of like interactions. Sometimes we don't believe
It's possible.
It's possible for us. So if somebody like literally told me to come pull over to the side, bitch, I'm thinking that they're trying to kill me. So I wouldn't even confuse that with like me. This person is cute, because we also have to think of like it's too many things we have to navigate. Like us going out in public and going into space that are heteronormative. We don't know if we are comfortable. You know, we don't know if we're in a space where we can be authentic.
So
selves.
true.
Like what we wear, we think about it. We ask, is this okay? Is this good? Because we don't want to draw too much attention to ourselves Because then when we have too much attention, then those threats can come.
Exactly.
Do you think you're guarded in general?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you think that goes back to the conversation that we had yesterday as far as the corporate workplace, and you're already coming into a space where you're guarded?
Any oppressed group comes into places
Guarded.
Any oppressed
Right.
women come into spaces,
Right.
and I'm speaking this. You can quote me. You can interact. You know, most people go into spaces very guarded that they are oppressed in usually,
Right.
because we do not have the power in those spaces, and we are not seen in those spaces. So those most are the spaces where we are feel like we are not in control of interactions that can happen. So we definitely come in guarded because that's something that we can actually try to control is our interactions.
And it's just like, I agree with you. And also I feel like when you think about like the majority, like especially in our lives, the majority of our interactions with heterosexual men, especially heterosexual black men, have been negative.
Violent.
Okay, have been violent, negative, standoffish, aggressive. We both played sports, which kind of I feel like helped in some ways, but a lot of black gay men don't play sports for that exact reason, because they don't want to be like around, you know, that. They're scared of that. They don't want to be around that, and then they just grow up and have no idea how to interact with straight men in the workplace and all these different kind of settings, because like they're stereotypically homophobic or rude or like aggressive. Like you got to think about the fact, like stuff like this. For example, your boyfriend, for example, what perception would he have towards gay men if you didn't have a gay best friend?
We don't know.
Right.
You know.
We don't know. We can say that his perception is probably a little different because your best friend happens to be a gay man. You know what I'm saying?
Like we said, we both played sports. We were in and out. We didn't have conversations.
Girl, in and out.
We didn't have. We did our job in our sport.
Yeah.
We came, practiced, warmed up, and left.
I don't want to talk in the locker
Didn't
room to
wanna
nobody.
talk.
Don't ask me no questions.
Was it just were you afraid to hear a comment? Were you afraid
Yeah,
to...
like just constantly on edge because of that.
Yeah, it was that, and also like I'm outnumbered, so I don't know what they could do. They could literally, if I say something, if I move that makes them uncomfortable. If I say something uncomfortable, I might get beat up. I might get like taunted. I might get harassed, and that's not, when you're outnumbered, you don't know what can happen. I was like, when I was being called out for basketball, like, you know, they do the starting lineup and things like that. Somebody like yell faggot out in the audience, and then like more people started to say it, and all of that. And
I would have lost. To me, it's so, that word, it feels like a white person calling somebody a
Yeah.
and I just get so like, I have on people's when I hear that word, and I'm like, y'all can say it in your homes, y'all can say it around y'all's friends, but what you're not gonna do is say it
around me. There's a lot of people that wouldn't even say what you just said in a room full of people if someone said that word, because they'd be scared to.
I said I will leave if y'all say that again, because then you I just feel like when you don't say nothing or speak up for something,
You're supporting.
you're supporting it. You're making them think that that's okay.
Because
what would you say in a workspace? What would you say jobs could do better?
I think authentically embracing inclusivity and not making it something that is a requirement, and making it something that is actually instilled in your organization.
Make it authentic. Make it feel real. Make it feel like you're not just hiring a few gay guys in the office and a few people of color to meet a quota, and just so we can say we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it feel like everyone is here for a reason. Like, everyone is here because of the talent and skills that they possess, and really like doing the research about diversity and learning and understanding and making sure people understand why diversity and inclusion is so important. It's not just about so we don't catch a case and so we don't have a social media scandal or an email scandal. It's not just about that. It's about the fact that really diversity and inclusion is I feel like in direct correlation to like progress. Like when we have people from different backgrounds and all these different, you know, everything, that's how you get like all these new like amazing ideas, and you know what I'm saying, that's how we move forward quicker. Like, you know what I'm saying, so much of the reason why things don't change and why we're behind in different aspects of society is because we have the same people in the same positions doing the same thing, coming up with the same ideas. Like, and some of the reasons why we have the most innovative things that we have now are because somebody let someone else get in the boardroom or pitch an idea that may have been unconventional or may have looked unconventional. What do we think, you guys? We do my setting spray.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, sis.
Where's that fan from?
Japan. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou
How
gozaimasu.
did you go to Japan?
She went.
I have my fan.
She got me this from Japan.
I got one too.
Where'd you go?
You got your fan too?
A study abroad, yeah.
Oh my god.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Yes.
It means thank you very much.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you very much. Can y'all believe we've been friends? Like, I've been knowing y'all for like,
A long time.
girl, that's a long
It's just
time.
weird that I haven't known you longer than we've known each other. Like, I remember
I
when
know.
we was freshmen in high school, we were literally like, where have you been all of mine?
Literally.
Oh my god.
Like, we knew we were soul sisters when we were like singing in the math class. Everybody was like,
Literally.
y'all be quiet.
Can y'all be quiet?
Ooh. I love that.
We literally would be just in song during algebra.
I think that is so important that you had that relationship in high school. I
Literally.
think that is like iconic.
And even for you, when we became friends, girl, I remember like feeling so shocked because I didn't know there were any other gay. Like, even though at that time, I don't think that we
It
even
was
met.
so funny how we met.
Yeah,
too.
I
I
don't
don't
think
even
that
know how y'all met.
through Vine, through
Vine.
Vine.
Through Vine?
Yeah,
Yes,
because I
see
used to
him
make
on
stupid
Vine.
vines, and then he.
I didn't know that.
I commented
He
and I was
messaged
let's
me.
meet up at Bad Frog. And
The yogurt place
so
on Brown
nervous.
Street.
He was so nervous.
I was so
to meet
nervous
with me.
because I wasn't used to anybody. I never had nobody reach out, especially a man reach out to one of
Yeah.
friends of me. And also, like, I wasn't aware that there were any other gay people in our city. Like, I was like shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, like, you're like smart, educated, refined, and
And that
you're
was when I
also
was-
gay.
And that was when I wasn't out yet, but I
Right.
was like beginning that process. And when I seen him, I was like, this is so dope to see somebody in this space. But I haven't, like, we had the same like coming of age story.
Yeah.
So like that happened, and we like hung out, and like after that we always would like hang out. And it was like a big brother, like big.
It was
little
just
brother.
like that.
Oh, I love
We
that.
would
Yeah.
always
so
hang
good.
out, pick him up, and we would like go to like dinners
Literally.
or like go get some.
Because I ain't
food,
had
just,
no
like,
car, I
talk.
couldn't do
I didn't know
nothing.
you loved Denny's.
Yes, we would just talk.
She
Like,
does
we would
love
just
Denny's.
talk. And just get to know each other. So yeah.
Okay, you guys. Well,
Can I put my wig on you?
yeah.
Okay.
That was. This was. You bet you really put this wig on me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I feel like it's gonna be everything.
Like it's gonna mess up my hair, but okay.
No, it's not.
Okay.
People that be doing their hair, they be like,
Let
me see your part.
One division, one division.
Wow.
Why am I low key like the girl?
You are the.
you really are the girl.
You guys, I feel like literally when I came out to my parents, like they were expecting this.
Should I like
Yeah.
brush it out and like flat iron it?
No, I'm not wearing this wig.
Why?
I'm not wearing this wig tonight.
Wiggity wig, wig, wig.
Wiggity
wig, wig.
I'm dead.
Wiggity wig, wig, wig.
Wig. A wiggity wig,
That's
wig,
from his,
wig.
road night.
Wiggity wig, wig, wig.
Ah,
Wiggity wig, wig, wig. Wiggity wig, wig, wig. Oh, sorry. That's the end of the Get Ready With Me. Make sure you guys hit us up in the comments. Let us know if you enjoyed the things we discussed and keep the
Yes.
discussion going in the comments. Okay, this is gonna be a part of the vlog series of the trip, so you'll see their handles, their social media handles or whatever.
You will.
And yeah, we're getting ready to go out, so I'll see you guys in the next clip.
Bye.
Bye.
Can't keep on loving